The thing about practicing, I've never been very good at practice routines or consistency for that matter. I generally don't do the same thing 2 days in a row. I might overlap some things, but not like a specific routine. Routine, my saxophone power hour thing that I will eventually write that book on, that's a very specific thing that I developed. But on a day-to-day basis, just throughout my musical life, it varies. I do try to hit certain food groups on a daily basis. Daily, I mean like sequential. That's a better word for me than daily. Sequential basis. So I have some new mouthpieces. The mouthpiece hunt is still on, and I have a couple of new prototypes to test out. The one you've seen me playing in a lot of recent videos is this slant 9 copy that Get a Sax makes, Brian Curry at Get a Sax makes. However, it's not the off-the-shelf 9 that he sells. This has been modified at least a dozen times as we're trying to get closer to what my original Otto Link profile was like. It's a 9, a true 9. The mouthpiece, the Otto Link that I played for years and years, measured more closer to a 9 star. And I've come to feel recently, just through experimenting with not just the slants, but the Rezo copies and a couple other mouthpieces, that there actually is a 9. There's a thing in the 9 star that's not in the 9. And it's a resonance, especially when it applies to subtone for me down low, that I'm missing and am accustomed to with a 9 star. I went so far as to, I got a little crazy and I bought a metal Otto Link 9 star. You can't even get this thing on the neck far enough to play it in tune, or at least I couldn't on either my Mark 6 or my Super Action. It is like the New York jazz sound model or something. They have 2 different types of metal models. Whichever one I went with, it didn't work out. Anyway, today is April 1st. It's like we are in spring. It's got me thinking about well, you know, it's a new week, it's a Monday, it's a new quarter, it's a new month. It's a great day to start. There's one of my studio members who has really inspired me. He's been posting videos inside our private community for well over 200 days now. He sings a little bit and then he plays a little bit and he just posts that. It's just really impressive, really inspired me. And what I love about it is that it's something, he really took that advice to heart about make it smaller, make it something small that he could do every day. Instead of thinking about all the things that he couldn't do, even in just in terms of time, like not, oh, I can't get to this or I can't get to that. Like he figured out what was possible for him and committed to doing just that amount each day and sharing it. And if for no other reason, then it's been a beautiful thing to see that unfold. But he also is sounding a lot better. Surprise, surprise. I want some of that, basically. I want a little bit of that action. By the way, I need to sell some of these saxophones. I don't have the room to store all this stuff anymore. And they're just sitting here cluttering up the studio. And let's see, one, not that one, two, I'll have to look. There's 2 or 3 tenors and an alto for sure, and an old Iwi. I have no idea what the best way to do it is. Any suggestions? Like, do I put it on eBay, or has anybody ever used that site Reverb? Like, where should I sell? That crack that I'm having on the Altissimo G and A flat, that's because I haven't done my overtone warm up. I'm just jumping into Altissimo. I mean, I'm warming into that range by doing this repetitive pattern, this long tone exercise, but I didn't really warm up my embouchure muscles properly by doing overtones first, and therefore I'm pinching. So I would tell any student not to do exactly what I'm doing right here. So I need to actually do an overtone warm-up because
it has really bad handling and really bad range.
Oh no.
See what I mean?
What I like to do sometimes when I'm playing with a play along, like working on a tune, is just see how far I can stretch an idea. I didn't get very far with that one, but you can kind of hear, I think, like I play something, and if I identify the something as a strong enough melodic fragment, a motif of some sort, you know, not just a lick like a 2/5 lick or something, but like something that happens spontaneously and I go, oh, I like that. Then I try to just continue it, see like, okay, pause, next beat, you know, next chord, next phrase. Can I just like instinctively try to find a way to shape that into the next moment? And I'll just continue playing with that, sometimes to a great degree, sometimes just a few times, but it's sort of a way to like, you know, grab onto something that happens spontaneously in the moment and then turn it into an active practice moment, like a teachable moment, right? Where I'm like, okay, you know, let me see what I can do with this thing. Like that's a muscle that needs working out for me anyway.